This is Linus Wilson here. We are looking at the new Witcher Monster Slayer trailers. We got the two trailers running at once here. We've got the one that's showing you how you play it, how you're supposed to play it. That's the announcement trailer. And then we have the mobile gameplay trailer. So I was not expecting another Witcher game. We cover The Witcher 3 on this channel and the Witcher Netflix series. But I wasn't expecting another Witcher game, especially a mobile game. But I guess I should have, because CD Projekt Red bought a mobile studio, and it looks like it's going to come out soon. That's what they're saying. They've not announced a date, but it looks like a Pokemon type game, so an augmented reality game. So you see this young man with his phone walking around in the woods with his dog, and that's because the quests in this mobile game are going to have you walk around in the outside until you find the monster. Then you have a boss fight with the monster, and then you get a trophy or whatever XP from the monster. And you know, as a Witcher fan, you should recognize the Leshen that he's fighting. But there's also the Griffin in the gameplay trailer. It looks like you also are going to interact with some NPCs. They might buy something. It looks like somebody's handing you a potion at some point. Perhaps you'll gather herbs. And I think in the description that CD Projekt Red gave us, they said that you'd craft oils and potions. So you need to prepare for the fight. I assume you're going to be swiping with your finger. It looks like the monsters are reacting to the first person sword play, so the sword just kind of is, you don't see anybody's hand. This is supposed to take place prior to the time of Geralt of Rivia, so this is kind of early on in the Witchers. But then you see in the background, you see these like modern buildings. That's because you're walking around outside, maybe at a park or something, and the game's going to use the actual map for you to do your quests, walking around outside. So I'm not a big mobile game player. I tried the Gwent and it didn't work very well on my iPhone 6S, which is pretty old, needs to be replaced. But I'm not a big Gwent fan either. I just kind of started playing it on like my fifth playthrough of The Witcher 3. This is a very different than most mobile games, I would say, right? Pokemon Go is probably the closest equivalent that people know. This is kind of an outdoor game, right? You're not playing this at the airport. You're playing this at the park, and you're walking around or the campus, right? And doing these various quests. You also are going to get like a trophy wall, I think. So they have some pictures of a trophy wall if you go to their website, Witcher/MS. I did sign up for their notifications about this game, so I definitely will download it. It's supposed to be free, so I assume that they have to monetize it some way. But at the moment, you can download it for free. I don't know how they're going to make money off of it, but I assume they will find a way. But it looks interesting. I don't know. It does have the aspects of an open world, right? That because it's an outside game, then it is the open world, and that's a lot of what I liked about The Witcher 3. A lot of what I liked about Ghost of Tsushima is that while you are playing on a computer, it feels like you're outside. In this case, you're going to be literally outside, and then you're going to eventually track down things and have to interact with your cell phone. So that sounds like quite fun. I think he should have his dog on his leash, but I know that was for the cinematic effects of finding the Leshen in the woods. But besides that, put a leash on your dog if you're playing this. All right, I'm Linus Wilson. Subscribe